Yeah, I'll react to that, sure. Hi guys, Top Gear again. Preemptive like making fun of countries compilation number 2. Sure, let's go.
Sold in Australia.
Yes, we have. So
Like this, we've been sold in Australia.
yes, we have. So we should probably talk about Australian.
Is there an Australian here? Yeah.
We're now yours.
Yeah, you've bought us.
Yeah.
And so we must talk about an Australian car.
Yeah.
What?
The XR8, that's
No,
Australian.
it isn't. It's got an American engine and it was engineered by a Scotch.
No, you're right.
So what else is there? There's. Wasn't. No.
What Australian cars are there? Well, that's a Ford, you blithering idiot. That's American. What did you say? You're no good at rugby and we've beaten you twice in the world.
To be fair, like whenever I think of countries that build cars, I only think of 2. I know but like immediately just Germany and Japan come to mind. Maybe those are just big American exporters, and so I'm used to that. Or...
That's what I heard. Yes! Yes! Yes!
A race.
Said in the book. Don't believe the Germans.
Who cares how fast your roof is?
Oh yeah. This year we are not going to France because, frankly, they're a bunch of. It was now the Aussies' turn, so they unpacked their Stig, and then I introduced them to the cars they'd be driving. They're only making 1,000 of them because they're French and therefore idle communists.
I had coffee down the wrong pipe. Sorry, wrong pipe.
They'd be driving. They're only making 1,000 of them because they're French and therefore idle communists.
Nobody wants orange wheels.
They haven't gone absolutely mad with it. It's a 1.6 litre turbo, 200 horsepower, which is, well, actually...
Well, no, it's not horsepower, it's Korean.
Yes, it's dog power.
Yes,
yeah,
that's not... And James, it's French, who you like to think of as lamb-burning communists. It's perfect for you in every way.
Why do we make Top Gear here? This is the worst country in the world for making a car program.
Honestly, I think we should go, I really do, because that is civilised behaviour. It's like getting every travel brochure, choosing your summer holidays next year, 180 countries you could go to, and saying, yes, Germany.
Yes.
Not Mauritius, not Mauritius, Dortmund is where I want to go.
Is that bonkers a choice? Is that...
I mean, come on. We're not really a nation of zinc kitchen surfaces and brushed aluminium. We're more a nation of Weatherspoons and Heat magazine and chlamydia. Hey now, anyone here been to China?
Yeah, I'll react to that.
Okay,
Sure.
well,
Oh, you will. I know that annoys you guys. Sorry, I gotta find a way to make it. It's just I'd have to wait to publish it and then not. I know the I'll react to that sure butting in is a really annoying. I'll try to, you know.
Hey now, anyone here been to China? Okay, well the thing is, when you're there, you're often tempted to buy one of those fake watches.
Yes, that you see on the street every time because you just think, oh yeah, that'll get everybody fooled. Oh, it stopped.
The thing is, right, there's a Chinese company now called Geely, and they have launched a fake Rolls-Royce.
I'll give over.
Got a picture of it here.
On and off. What was
You
that?
see, I know cars so little that I can't even tell the difference.
Got a picture of it here.
So until we see this Rolls Royce, I'll be like, yeah, I need to learn more.
On and off. What was that?
Aston Martin.
No, you see, it wasn't. It wasn't. That, in fact, let's get it up again. That is the new Mondeo.
Is it?
No, it's actually...
Was it done by a Chinese person?
Is it Ford?
No, it wasn't. No, but let me...
And the other thing as
I
well
didn't
is,
even get
it's
that
made
joke.
in Canada. Who in Canada could do it? Are you Canadian? Whatever happens in Canada that would cause somebody to shoot at somebody else for 24 hours? But they say that it's bionic because it looks like the fish. If you're going to buy one of these, and it's not for production yet, it's a car, obviously, that looks like a fish. So if you live in Cornwall,
I don't like it.
Don't leave it on the street because a Spanish person will nick it. leading bid at the moment is from an Egyptian consortium.
Carpets will be nice.
Really, really elaborate. Really elaborate.
Yeah, the buying one's going to be interesting. You go down to my brother's Abdul Martin shop.
For you, my friend.
I make a nice special price.
Special price.
Right, news from Germany.
I love inside jokes I don't get. I get the carpet, though,
News
Aladdin.
from Germany, where they have the autobahns, you know, unlimited, no speed limits on those things. Well, the two main political parties in Germany are now backing the scrapping of the de-restricted autobahns. They are thinking of imposing a blanket 80-mile-an-hour speed limit. What do they do?
80 miles an hour.
I mean, what do they do, apart from anything else? If they do that, what's the point in having Germany?
Guys, 80 miles an hour, that's really high. I know, like, didn't have one before, but a 75-mile-an-hour speed limit is really high.
What's it for?
An 11-year-old sports car that's made in China and then nailed together by a bunch of blokes in Birmingham.
What you're forgetting is the great affection that is felt all over the world for the traditional British sports car.
News from Korea. They've made Hyundai's made a new coupe, and I've got the sneaking suspicion the designer sneezed when he got here.
Oh, yes.
I think he may have been allergic to the spaniel in his sandwich.
Maybe his lungs bit his ankle while he was drawing that bit.
No, seriously, if you go to Korea, don't order a cauliflower cheese, because it won't be what you think. And they say that all of the components, where possible, are going to be made and sourced by companies in Denmark.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it going to be made of bacon?
You guys know Denmark's largest export is semen? I learned that
It'd be lubricated
on a YouTube video, so it might be wrong.
with Lurpak.
Yeah.
Is it going to be made of bacon?
Will it be lubricated with Lurpak? Because that's Danish.
Maybe we should explain to people in America what's going on here.
Yeah, exactly. Let me just clear this up for you. This is how it works on this side of the pond, OK? This is Britain. Now, this bit is England, where we're from.
Yeah.
This bit's Scotland, where we are now. This bit's Wales, which is next to where I live.
Yes,
That's how it
exactly.
works.
Now, the rules are...
Now, this bit's Wales, which is next to where I live.
Does he live in Shropshire? Or
Yes, exactly.
Cheshire?
Scotland, where we are now. This bit's Wales,
I'm getting
which is
better
next
at
to where I live.
Yes,
British
exactly.
geography.
Now, the rules are very simple. If you're English and you become brilliant or do something brilliant, you remain English. If you're Scottish or Welsh and you do something brilliant, the English decide that you are, in fact, British.
Yeah,
Classic.
the English really are appalling, aren't they? Let's just get this over.
Just kidding.
Chaps, listen, have you ever wanted a Mexican sports car?
Yes, I have.
Well, it's good news because there is one, and here it is, and it's called the Tortilla.
It is not called the Tortilla.
I was
is it?
expecting
I can't
worse.
remember, it's something a bit...
So you just made up the name?
Yes, I
Tortilla.
did.
There you go.
I've forgotten.
About a weekday.
That was such a lazy joke, James. It's called the nacho.
It's something a bit...
So you just made up the name?
Yes, I
Tortilla.
did.
There you go.
I've forgotten.
About a weekday afternoon, Britain has the best standard of driving you'll find anywhere in the world.
No, you're right. You're right, I would agree with that.
Big claim.
Is it? Right, let's run through the opposition, shall we? The Germans all do 150 on the Autobahn that far behind the car in front. The Italians are mad. The French can't get to the greengrocers without crashing into a field. The Americans are belligerent. The Australians are drunk. The rest of the world hasn't got the hang of it yet.
Fair. I agree.
We're setting something of a record, actually, because we are the first 3 British men ever to come here for a weekend and not vomit on a prostitute. Actually, we love coming to Holland, James for his own reasons. And I like it because the Dutch are officially the tallest people on Earth. It's true fact.
Yes, and I hate it here. I'm sick of staring at belly buttons all day.
Have we got any Scottish people here?
Yes.
Would you like to just step outside just for the next few minutes?
Please.
We've got a bit of a chat. It's about Scottish independence. It's just that we've heard a lot of talk in recent weeks about what Scotland would lose if you choose to go on your own, but nobody's talking about what England would lose, and it is actually quite a lot, because we'd
lose a lot of natural gas and oil.
Lose North Sea oil, the sub-base at Fastlane, all tramps.
Oh, God.
Now, have a look at this. This is an electronic device. It's called the Quick Start. It costs £9.99. You stick it in your cigarette lighter when you're driving in France. And when you turn the car on in the morning, its little electronic voice reminds you to drive on the right.
That might be useful if you're a bit thick.
Sounds like a good idea. Actually, it's a complete waste of £9.99. When you get up in the morning, all your luggage has been stolen from the boot and your car's just a burnt-out shell, you'll know you're in France anyway, so why do you...
Sure, you don't need it.
It's a fair point.
You did book him a taxi, didn't you?
Sort of. I just thought it would be nice for them to arrive back in the country the way their ancestors left.
There's a pleasing circularity to this.
Exactly.
That is thoughtful. That is very thoughtful.
No, it is.
Suppose if you actually wanted to save money, though, you shouldn't buy either of those. You could just buy the Seat Leon.
Yes.
Because that is actually a VW Golf underneath.
Same underneath. And
The same underneath. And it's got another version of the same engine, which is actually more powerful, and it costs less than either of them.
You can't buy that because it's a Seat.
Well, what's wrong with that?
It's Spanish.
What's wrong with that?
I'm bored with Spain at the moment. Fernando Alonso in Formula One, he's the most successful driver there. But he just is, okay? Then you've got Nadal in tennis.
They're good at basketball.
They've won the UEFA championships. They've nicked our airports. They've nicked all our fish. They've nicked all our building societies. They eat the heads off prawns.
They're also good at basketball. Like that, they actually have a pretty good basketball team.
They've nicked all our fish. They've nicked all our building societies. They eat the heads off prawns. They throw donkeys off tower blocks, and they stab cows.
So that's Spanish.
That is the Spanish. Anybody from Spain here?
Sorry.
Give me my fish back.
What is that? I thought that was Iceland you guys had fish wars with. You had one with Spain?
There was something I bought the other day and it was organic. Do you know what it had been fertilised with?
Crap.
Yes, human excrement from Mexicans.
Not human, it's illegal.
It is. Mexicans can crap on your food.
No.
It's organic. They're all out in the fields.
No.
Sombreros and ponchos on, defecating on your bananas.
Can I just say...
BMW has sent us news of a new
I didn't
Mini.
say
It's a
that.
concept, okay? There's a picture of it here. It's a twee little van with Buckingham picked out in old-fashioned sign writing, and it looks like the sort of thing we might have been driving just after we won the war.
Oh, for God's sake, please, don't go there.
Won it.
Don't go there.
They've done this before, haven't they, BMW? Because do you remember a year or so ago, they did a Mini, another Mini like that, but in the back it had a wickerwork picnic hamper and a silver tea set.
The point is, we would like to extend an invitation to people of Germany to come over here, not in a bomber.
No, not all at once. Not all at once.
Not
Do it
in
in dribs and
uniform
drabs.
marching, but
And not
come
at night.
Yeah, not at night. No, but come over here as tourists and we'll show you the Shard, for example, in London, modern skyscraper. We'll show you the Range Rover Evoque. We'll take you to an Adele gig. No, maybe not Adele.
The Shard is quite a beautiful... I'm only assuming that the building I'm thinking of is the one he's calling the Shard, because it makes sense. It's a beautiful building. But the walkie-talkie building is ugly as hell, all right? So they kind of cancel out. Like, the London skyline, I don't know how I feel about, like, the Easter egg building. It's not as bad as the walkie-talkie, but if you got rid of the walkie-talkie building, the London skyline would be mwah. And what about us in World War II?
We'll show you the Range Rover Evoque. We'll take you to an Adele gig. No, maybe not Adele.
Not right now.
If ITV are covering it, because you just get out. Germans need to come here, okay? They really do. They need to come here and understand we're not driving around in twee little vans tugging our forelocks at the squire anymore.
No, but it's true, because they are obsessed with this, the Germans. Bless them. They always say, oh, we love your England, with your queen and your little houses, mit out as electricity.
We should go over to Germany with mullets and leather shorts and wander about whistling scorpion tunes and see how they like racial stereotyping, which we don't do.
I love Top Gear. They're a producer's dream or nightmare. Dream. Love you guys. Hope you're all doing well. And I'll catch you guys next time, all right? Join the Discord. Hit the subscribe button, please. Bye, guys.